Hello, everybody, and welcome to 5 Nights at the Amazing World of Disney. Time to start this retrospective. Mr. Cupcake. Mr. Cupcake, many people thought in the original FNAF 1 that he was just a cupcake, a regular side prop in the original Five Nights at Freddy's. The Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, especially the Chica fans, have worshipped this cupcake as a moderate and amazing phenomenon in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. He has been in every game with Chica inside of it, except for Sister Location, because Chica was not in that. Mr. Cupcake has been everywhere except for Sister Location. Mr. Cupcake will not be gone anytime soon. So what we know about Mr. Cupcake in the original is that he is a cupcake who just sat there, wielded by Chica the Chicken. This was our first appearance of him. And since then, every Chica fan has wanted a plush of Mr. Cupcake. They have baked cupcakes of Mr. Cupcake and ate them. And many probable merchandise and fan art has been posted all over the internet. And no one knew when the craze was going to stop, and it didn't. In Five Nights at Freddy's 4, we got Nightmare Mr. Cupcake, the second most menacing. And FNAF 2, we got Toy Mr. Cupcake. But there was a change that any FNAF fan for the movie would not expect. Yes, Mr. Cupcake was going to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. He was with the rest of the others. No one really thought he would play a big part in the movie. He got another redesign, giving him 2 front teeth that were much big and a little disturbing. But a lot of people thought he would just blend in with his environments and just be there, not doing anything, like all the other Mr. Cupcakes. Phantom Mr. Cupcake, Nightmare Mr. Cupcake, and Toy Mr. Cupcake. But little did every FNAF fan know that this Mr. Cupcake would be menacing, horrifying, and the worst nightmare of all FNAF fans. Yes, it had killed more people than Freddy Fazbear. And yes, even before we knew the cupcake was going to be a bloodthirsty monster, we knew something was up about this cupcake, because the FNAF movie production was called Bad Cupcake. Everyone knew this was taking a turn. The cupcake had never really been featured. Mr. Cupcake had never really been featured between a lot of the games and never had a very big prominent role except for FNAF VR, where you could actually hold him and he could actually jump scare you. And in the Chica level and parts and service, he was a little nuisance, but he did not jump scare you. He did not do anything. He didn't play a massive part. But in the movie, he killed more people than any of the animatronics did. Mr. Cupcake in the movie was a menace to society. He chewed a man's face off with his aluminum and metal teeth. He chewed a man's face off who was breaking into the pizzeria. Not saying this man didn't deserve it. He did deserve it. But Mr. Cupcake is a menace to society. And yes, he chewed a man's face off when he was breaking into the restaurant in the FNAF movie. 2, he set off the spring locks and spring-locked Matthew Lillard, aka Shaggy Afton, in his spring lock suit. Yes, the cupcake has done all that. And in the movie, he killed more people than any other of the animatronics did. But Mr. Cupcake will continue to evolve with the times. And with every new FNAF game, there will be a different iteration of Mr. Cupcake. With Mr. Cupcake being a pop culture icon in the FNAF community, Mr. Cupcake has been one of the best icons of FNAF since it first came out. And ever since, and Mr. Cupcake has bloodstains on him in the movie. And what is he hiding inside of him? And from these behind-the-scenes photos of the FNAF movie, we can see Mr. Cupcake's inner workings. There's no chainsaw teeth inside him. So that means if anyone messes with Mr. Cupcake in real life and there isn't a William Afton-like serial killer, they'll be fine. On more Mr. Cupcake news, Mr. Cupcake has been featured in several plushies. Yes, a new Funko Mr. Cupcake plushie is releasing. I traveled about 4 hours to the nearest GameStop to buy this limited edition plushie that costed $39. This plushie is an exact replica of Mr. Cupcake from the film, but a plushie. And yes, if I ever do a face reveal, which I will not ever do, I will wear a Chica costume with Mr. Cupcake. The Mr. Cupcake plushes has evolved from this lowly FNAF 2 plush that doesn't have any mistaken or depth on it, just a cupcake staring into your soul, and this, a horrifying cupcake with a candle on top, staring into your soul, waiting until you go to sleep, and waiting to chew your face off when you sleep or commit a crime. He will chew your face off. Mr. Cupcake is now a pop culture icon within the FNAF community, like I have said 3 times before. Cupcake will keep changing with the times. If there is a second FNAF movie, he will be there. If there is a third FNAF movie, he will be there. If there is any FNAF spin-off, I tell you, he will be there. Mr. Cupcake is an endless loop that even when FNAF is not a thing anymore, he will keep coming up as a staple of a repetition of time and history. Mr. Cupcake will appear throughout everything. Mr. Cupcake is a staple of time and everything we know and love, wields between the aluminum and metal teeth of him. And Mr. Cupcake, whatever you do, please do not chew my face off when I sleep. Well, everybody, that's it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me about what I should do next. This is the end of this retrospective. And I will see you in the next one. I'm doing a Megamind rating next week, so be there for that. See you soon.